If you like the OE appearance of your headlights, but you wish they had a bit more to them, this set of switchback sequential LED C-bar projector headlights with the chrome housing and clear lens will be a great solution for your 2011 to 2016 F-250 Super Duty. Now these will be a great addition to your truck if your factory headlights are worse for wear, whether you have a cracked lens or a housing that's causing some condensation on the inside, or you've got some sun damage on the front that's fogging on the outside and you want a refreshed appearance to the front end. Now, this is even great if your headlights are in good condition, but you want that elevated styling and increased performance that these have to offer with the features, the LEDs, and the clean and classic appearance for your Ram. Now these will feature a completely chrome inner housing that will emulate the factory looking qualities of the OE light, especially with the amber marker light over on this side, when taking it to another level when it comes to the lighting performance. Now, as you can see, this is going to feature a large C-shaped bright white LED light bar that's going to rejuvenate and modernize the appearance of the front end while also making you a lot more noticeable while you're driving around for safety. Now these lights will also boost your confidence when driving at night with the included H7 high and low beam bulb paired with the large projector lenses. It's going to create a cleaner, condensed, and very balanced beam pattern compared to the factory incandescent and reflector combo, and it's going to output a significant amount of light for really good visibility at night. Now as it says in the name, this is also going to have a switchback function, so once you hit the turn signal, that light bar is going to illuminate in an amber color, which is going to up the noticeability and safety just that much more. Now these will have a quality construction with an OE style plastic housing that will have an OE style fit. Now these will also feature a tough clear lens on the front, so no kick up will harm the lights, and you can rest assured that these are going to keep their appearance for the long run. And these are also going to have a quality seal to prevent any condensation, dust, or dirt getting inside the housing, potentially harming the bulbs inside or fogging up the inside of the lens. Now the set will also be DOT and SAE approved, and the best part of all is that this is going to be completely plug and play for a hassle-free install. Now for the set, this will come in at around $575, which isn't that bad when you put all the qualities of these lights together. Now compared to other options, this will be a complete set that's going to have the included driving and high beam bulbs for a fully inclusive kit of headlights, and the lens will offer optimal visibility, and the addition here with the OE Plus appearance is going to be the cherry on top. Now, not to mention the addition of the LED light bar without having to worry about any extra wiring or any extra work, making this a very easy way to get that elevated style factor. Now, I think if you would rather pay the extra couple bucks for some added confidence, a premium look, and overall very efficient and powerful setup, then this is going to be a great option to consider. Install couldn't get any easier at a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, taking you about an hour to get the job done with some pretty basic hand tools. Now at this point, we can head over to the shop and check out a detailed breakdown on how to get these on your F-250 at home. So that's going to wrap it up for me. Let's go ahead and get into it.
For this install, you will need a ratchet, an extension, 10mm socket, 1/4 inch to 3/8 adapter if needed, and a long flathead screwdriver. What's up guys, today we're going to be installing some headlights on our F-250, so let's get started. So now that we have our hood popped, our first step is going to be to remove our grill, and to do that we're going to remove the 4 10mm screws holding the top of the grill in place using our 10mm socket on our ratchet. And once we have that done, we can go ahead and pull back on our grill a little bit. And it has tabs down at the bottom that you may need to use a long flathead to kind of push down on the tab to get it to release out of its slot. So we have the top of our grill pulled back to show, and we're going to use our flathead to go ahead and push down on our tab a little just to get that to release. And once you have that released, the rest should pull out, but you can do the same thing for the rest of the tabs. And then your grill should just pop right out. So now we can go ahead and lift our grill up out of place and set that aside. So now we can go ahead and remove our bottom 10mm screw on our headlight and our 2 middle ones. And then for this top one, all you have to do is loosen it because it will be slotted just to set it in place. So we'll go ahead and loosen this one first. Go ahead and remove our 2 middle ones. Now ours does not have the bottom 10mm screw due to previous removals and installation, but factory you should have a 10mm about right in the middle of your headlight, and you can go ahead and reach that again with your 10mm and your ratchet. So next we can go ahead and grab a hold of our headlight, and you want to grab by this top outer edge here because it does have a locator tab up top, and we'll just go ahead and pull that right out of place. And then we can go ahead in here and unplug our connectors to our headlight. And remove our factory unit. And once you have this done on this side, you can go ahead and repeat the process for the other side. So before we can go onto the truck with our new assembly, we are going to need to swap over a few things from our factory housing. So to do that, we're going to go ahead and come to the back of our headlight here. And we're going to be removing our marker bulb socket as well as our turn signal socket. So we'll just give those a quarter turn counterclockwise. Pull that out. Do the same thing for your turn signal. We can go ahead and set our factory unit aside. And for this, we're actually going to be removing the bulbs. Remember, if you want to save these bulbs in good condition, you should always wear gloves when touching glass for bulbs as to not create hot spots. All right, so now that we have those out, come to the back of our new unit, and we're going to be plugging in our LED conversion connectors that are in the headlight into our sockets here. We'll do our turn signal, and then we'll set that in and give it a quarter turn clockwise to lock it in place. And we'll go ahead and do the same thing for our marker light. Get that set in, tuck our wires back. Again, just set it, quarter turn clockwise. And now we're ready to go ahead onto the truck. So on this headlight, you do have this LED box that you will need to mount, and it comes with an adhesive backing. We'll just go ahead and peel that back, and there is a nice flat spot of the frame here right in the opening where your headlight goes. You can just simply stick that into place there. Might want to clean it off if you need to, but it should be just fine. So then we can go ahead and start getting everything plugged in. We'll grab our marker bulb socket connector here, pop that in, as well as our turn signal socket connector. Get that plugged in, and then our headlight connector. And we can go ahead and set this into place, and it does have these locators here that go into these slots at the top. So we'll go ahead and line those up, and we'll just give this a good push and set it into place. Next, we can go ahead and reinstall our 10mm screws holding our headlight in place using our 10mm socket on our ratchet. We'll start with our middle ones here. After you have your middle ones in, you can go ahead and reinstall your factory 10mm screw at the bottom here. Again, ours is no longer with us due to previous installations and modifications, but yours should have it. And then we can go ahead and tighten up our top mounting screw here. Now once you have all this done for this headlight, you can go ahead and repeat this whole process for your other headlight, and then give them a test run before moving on. Now we can go ahead and reinstall our grill. We'll go ahead and line our bottom tabs up, slide our top into place as well. Then we'll just go ahead and give a push to the bottom of our grill, snap those clips back into place. Then we can go ahead and reinstall our 4 10mm screws at the top of our grill with our 10mm socket on our ratchet. Alrighty guys, that about wraps up our review and install of our switchback sequential LED C-bar projector headlights with chrome housings and clear lenses for your 11 to 16 F-250 Super Duty. Thanks for watching, and as always, for everything F-250, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.